So today you join us for the final of Howick Pakuranga versus Suburbs Newland. Um, at the moment, we are looking to kick off in about 10 minutes. The umpires have removed the covers and we'll join the live commentary in 10 minutes. So here today, back to the final of Howick Pakuranga versus Suburbs Newland, where Howick have won the toss and elected to bowl. Today's umpires, Jay and Barry, and it will be Cody Andrews to kick us off with the ball. Bassett Graham on strike to Cody Andrews. The game has been reduced down to 19 overs each side. Slap through point for 4 more. Great start for Bassett Graham and Suburbs Newland. Good line, good length. Edge down to third man for a single. Quick single to point. Liam win the field up. Push through the covers for 2 more. Great shot by Bassett Graham. Edged and 4 more. It's a good start here for Suburbs Newland. 14 off the first 5 deliveries. Slash through point for 4 more. It's a great start here for Suburbs Newland. 18 without loss. Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Just relax, enjoy it. No, they'll have two out, so describe who the two are.
Dunaroo Ferns coming from the road end of Lloyd Elsmore Park. 5-4 field, backward point, and third man starting deep. Great ball there from Dunaroo Ferns, rising Suburbs batsman unable to play. Just waiting for Crick HQ to bring us the live score. Wide delivery by Dunaroo Ferns. Pushed it too far outside off. Takapuna batting first in the plate final against Grafton Cricket Club. 48 for 2 after 7.2 overs. Good line of length there from Fernsey. Well bowled. Jay Hebron just struggling to find the middle of the bat at the moment. Howick Pakuranga managing to restrict him. Bassett Graham going along nicely at the other end. 15 off 5. Quick single, well taken by Jay Hebron there. Just to the leg side. Mid-on unable to keep it to a dot. Well bowled by Dunaroo. Great line, great length there. Had Bassett Graham just pushing at that one. Well bowled. Ferns running up to Bassett Graham. Great slower ball. Right in the block hole. It's a great over by Dunaroo. Tane Jolly coming into the attack from the pavilion end. And he'll be bowling to Bassett Graham. A 5-4 field, third man deep, and square leg. Well bowled Yorker by there. Push to mid wicket, unable to get the single. Well bowled by Tane. Reason for Morrison not keeping today, he did his finger on in the quarter final against North Shore on Monday. That's a great shot. Driven through the extra cover for 4. Bassett Graham, great start here. Short wide and unable to put that away. Beats the edge. The weather's managed to clear up quite nicely, actually. It was a bit gloomy earlier on, but clouds are starting to part a little bit to the east side of Lloyd Elsmore. Tane into Bassett Graham. Well bowled. Played down to third man, and he'll get 2. Well ran. Well fielded by Rowan Norday down in the third man region. Tane into Bassett. Oh, it's a lovely shot straight down the ground. Dew on the field, stopped it from going to 4. Well fielded by Cody Andrews. Keeps it to 2. Great shot there by Bassett Graham. Well bowled by Tane. Good finish to the over. 8 from it. Suburbs 27 without loss after 3. Dunno Ferns to continue. Slap through to backward point. Sammy Borland keeps him to the single. Batsman slipping there. Shows possibly a bit of a wet pitch. Well bowled, just pushed to extra cover for a dot. Well taken. Liam Wynn with a great catch down to his left. Dunaroo Ferns strikes. Bassett Graham gone for 24 or 14. That wicket brings Michael Barry to the crease for Suburbs Newland. 28 for 1 off 3.3. Dunaroo Ferns just removed Bassett Graham. Great catch by Liam Wynn at backward point. Pushing for 2 here. Down to third man. Run out. First ball. Great bit of fielding by Andrew Morrison. Michael Berry. Run out for 1. Howick Pakuranga pulling it back in here. 28 for 2. Not much of a keeper's arm there from Andrew Morrison. Great work from Daniel Young behind the stumps as well. Removing Michael Berry for 1. Well ball from Ferns. Quick single to mid wicket. Little fumble by Paddy Cairns. James Pusloo to the crease. Single off his first ball. Jay Hebron on strike to Dunaroo Ferns to finish off the over here. Well bowled, slow ball. Another quick single to mid wicket to finish off the over. Ooh. Great over from Dunaroo there. Joining me here in the commentary box is Glenn Malcolm Noble. That's Glenn with 2 N's. Here he is.
Good evening. Final here, but Ho-Packaranga versus Suburbs Newland Cricket Club. It's a good ball there in the air, through mid-wicket and away to the boundary. A little bit short there by Tane Jolly, but it's gone for 4. And Suburbs Newland move to 35 for 2 in the beginning of over number 5.
Apologise for the delay here. A bit of atmospheric conditions interrupting play. A shower started to fall. We had the covers on, but they've been quickly removed after 3 or 4 minutes. And pretty even game so far. 48 runs, but Ho-Packaranga will be pleased to pick up 3 wickets. Apologies before the break. That was Dunaroo Ferns running into bowl, taking the wicket, and Tim Tomlinson taking the catch. The batsmen have made their way back out to the middle. Back on the way, with Dunaroo running into bowl the second ball of the 6th over. This will be the last over of the power play. So after this over, 5 men will be allowed to be outside the circle. Dunaroo to Parslow. They were pushing for 2, well placed, but unfortunately Parslow slipped on the way back for 2. So Morrison has cut it down to 1. Mitchell Murray, the new batsman, on strike. Well bowled there for Dunaroo. Apologies. 5 were allowed outside the circle before this over due to the match being reduced to 19 overs. My apologies. From Dunaroo. Cover. Dunaroo to Parslow. Well bowled. Ooh, Dunaroo slipping in his follow through there. But it was well bowled. Past the outside edge. 1 ball to come remaining in the Sixth over. Atmospheric conditions interrupting. Beats the outside edge again. Well bowled by Cody there. One run plus the backward cover, deep backward cover of the last ball. Misdumping by Daniel Young, full racing down, cut off, and run out chance. No, that will be. We again apologise for the short interruption.
Drop the resolution.
Sorry again for the slight interruption. We're going to drop the viewing down to 360 resolutions, just to try and keep the game live at all times. While you've been gone, Suburbs Newland have moved to 65 for 3 off 8.2. Cody Andrews continuing from the pavilion end. In the air, edged, Rowan Norday or misfield. That's 4 more. Well bowled from Cody, unlucky to get 4 for that. We won't be able to go. Wide ball given. I guess sounded pretty Oh, it's wide on the cover boundary by Tim Tomlinson, reducing it to 2. Fielding by Tim Tomlinson. Slipped down the leg side by Cody Andrews. 4 more to Bitjul Murray. Ends a good over for Suburbs Newland. Suburbs Newland pushed to 77 for 3 off 9. Rowan Norday to continue from the road end of Lloyd Elsmore. More apologies here from this is Suburbs Newland. Begun a good last over by Cody, but and 4 more. we've had an injury to Dunaroo Ferns in the field, so Rudy has replaced him and is placed at the cover boundary at the moment. Rowan all day to continue. Comes down the track, manages to keep it to a dot. Well fielded there by Rowan. Bill Walsh reducing it to a dot. Swept to deep square. Cody Andrews, bit of good fielding there. Good shot by Parslow. Rowan all day to stay around the wicket to Mitchell Murray.
12 megapixels, that's pretty good. It's more than mine though.
Well bowled, late cut, down to short third man. Andrew Morrison keeps to a single, well fielded. For those of you who missed out earlier, this game has been reduced down to 18 overs. Oh, stumping, well bowled by Rowan, sliding it down the offside. Parslow runs past it, and Daniel Young, really well done, removes the bails. And that's the 4th wicket for Howick. 83 for 4 after 10. Over to Glenn Noble. Lloyd Elsmore Park.
Suburbs Newland, 83 for 4 after 10 overs, and Patrick Cairns coming on to bowl from the pavilion end of Lloyd Elsmore Park, number 1. And Mitchell Murray is on strike, 12 off 10 balls, 2 fours. Strike rate of 12. Paddy Cairns comes in, he bowls. Murray plays it down the pitch. It hits the stumps at the bowler's end. Ricochets away. Cleaned up by Bill Walsh. And there is no run taken. 83 for 4. Comes in again, bowls, hit to cover, well fielded there, Rudy, and there's 1 run taken, and the score moved 84 for 4, 85 for 4, sorry, and we're just into the start of the 11th over. Paddy Cairns coming in again to bowl to the new batsman, who is not quite sure who the new batsman is at the moment, hasn't come up on our screens. 2 runs to deep backward square. Sinif, 2 to Sinif, 86 for 4. Ends in again, slower ball, pushed away through mid-wicket, and Tane Jolly coming in from mid-on, picks up, and comes the throw to Daniel Young, and they take 1 run, 87 for 4. Cairns in again, bowls, and a good ball on off stump. Driven away. Tane Jolly coming round the boundary, picks up, and they pick up a couple of runs as the throw comes in. And the score moves along to 89 for 4, 1 ball to go in the 11th over. Paddy Cairns in again, bowls and hit away in the air. It's taken down there by Tim Tomlinson, and Mitch Murray is dismissed for 15. And the score now 89 for 5, 11 overs bowled. Howick Pakuranga fighting back here.
Over to the plate final. Takapuna are now 117 for 5 after 16 against Grafton. Rowan O'Day to continue from the Howick Pakuranga roadside end. Well bowled on off, turning into the middle stump. Really good flight there by Rowan O'Day. Flick to mid wicket. Cody Andrews runs in, kept it to 1, well fielded. Herschel Weiss, the new batsman. Well bowled by Rowan, flighted up, driven down to mid-off, where Tane manages to keep it to a single, well fielded again. Rowan O'Day. Full toss, foot away, Cal corner coming round. Well fielded by Patrick Cairns. All awkward throw. Oh, they pick up an extra. Overthrow. Rowan O'Day will be disappointed with himself there. Well fielded by Patrick Cairns down at Cal corner. One run, blocked to mid wicket. Dot ball. Well bowled by Rowan. Really using good flight here. Short. Put it out. And it's 4 runs. Cal corner and square leg both unable to cut it off on the boundary. So it ends a good over by Rowan O'Day. Unfortunately ruined by that last ball. Suburbs moved to 97 for 5.
.97 for 5 after 12 overs. Paddy Cairns about to come on again to bowl his second over. The score currently 97 for 5. Good length ball driven down the grounds and fielded at mid-on by Tane Jolly. A good throw in and 2 runs taken. Score now moves along to 99 for 5. Keane's in again to bowl. Good ball. Again driven down to mid-on. Tane Jolly coming in from the boundary. Picks the ball up and just a single. And that brings up the 100 for Suburbs Newland. 100 for 5 in the 13th over. Good delivery there, Paddy Cairns, and dot ball. Well bowled. Paddy Cairns in again and bowls, and that's hit away through cover, and Tim Tomlinson sliding on the boundary. Throw comes in, single taken. 101 for 5. That's a good ball from Cairns, dot ball. And we have here projected score will be 166 we have here. So it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out. And it's driven down to mid-off. It's fielded by Cody Andrews. Throw comes in, single taken. End of the 13th over, 102 for 5.
Rowan Norday to continue into his 4th over. 1 for 17 off 3 so far. Economy of 5.67. Really used some good flight today. Been impressed. Well bowled, chopped down, unable to take the single. Rowan to Herschel. Oh, well bowled, beats the outside edge. Bit of a slider there by Rowan. Well bowled. In the air, out to cover boundary. Rudy comes underneath, then takes a great catch. Howick get their 6th wicket. Rowan Norday. 2 for 18 off 3.5. Great flight again used there by Rowan. His skipper will be pleased. He's bowled well today. Pushed down to the long off boundary to finish a great spell by Rowan Norday. Great figures of 2 for 20 off his 4. Patrick Cairns to continue from the pavilion end. Wide from Patrick, punished, wide ball. Short and down leg. Sammy Borland manages to restrict it to 2 runs on the square leg boundary. Some great fielding. Direct hit from the square leg boundary as well. Paddy into Saneeth. Wide ball. Put through cover. Tim Tomlinson on the boundary. Slides round. Reduces it to 2. Great arm again. Well fielded by Tim Tomlinson today. He's been good. Patrick into Saneeth. Oh, hits a non-striker, and it's going to be a run out. Very unfortunate dismissal there for Sharan. But Howick will take their 7th wicket at 107 for 7. Very unfortunate wicket there for Sharan. But Howick will take those. One run, slow ball, push to extra cover for a single. New batsman will be Josh, coming at number 9 for Suburbs Newland. Seriously, he could be. Patrick Cairns into Josh. Tucked away to short fine leg where Andrew Morrison unable to prevent the single off the 5th ball of Patrick Cairns' 3rd over. Pushed out to mid wicket. Patrick. Oh, if that hit, that could have been very interesting there. Patrick Cairns unable to take the stumps at the bowler's end. Josh looked like he was struggling a little bit there, but 2 runs to Saneeth. As Tane Jolly is going to come on from the Howick Pakuranga roadside end.
Suburbs Newland 110 for 7 after 15 overs. Suburbs Newland 112 for 7 after 15 overs. And Tane Jolly about to come on to bowl from the Pakuranga Highway end of Lloyd Elsmore Park to Josh present. Tane Jolly coming in. Oh, he's hit him on the pad and it ball's racing down towards the boundary. Rowan, no, coming round, good fielding. In comes the throw, and two leg byes. 113 for 7. One ball bowled in the 16th over. So Jolly, he's clean bowled him. What a beautiful delivery. And that is the 8th Suburbs Newland wicket to fall. 113 for 8. 15.2 overs bowled.
Mention whatever you want. Just say something.
So Sanif really is the one that Howick Pakuranga are really looking forward to get out, because he could push on to pick up some runs at the back end of this innings to get Suburbs Newland to some sort of defendable score. Currently 113 for 8 with just under 3 overs to be bowled, reduced to 18 overs because of a rain delay.
Dane Watson on strike to Tane Jolly. Full hits the pad. LBW appeal. They'll take one leg by to square leg. Good start to the over here by Tane. Sanif on strike. He'll be the key batsman here for Suburbs to push through to hopefully 130 or 140 on their behalf. Full, played across the line, takes single to a little bit of a fumble from Paddy Cairns at mid-wicket. But Howick Pakuranga will take singles at this stage of the innings. Despite the weather, a pretty good turnout here at Lloyd Elsmore Park. Probably around 250 people on estimate. And welcome to our 60 current live viewers as Tane tries to finish off a good over here. Only one run off it, 4 off the pads. So won't go against his bowling figures. And obviously the wicket of Josh in that last over. Dane Watson pushes it down the ground, 1 to long on, to finish a great over from Tane. 1 for 2 from that. 1 for 27 off 3 Tane at the moment. But that last over was really quite spectacular. Suburbs Newland 116 for 8 after 16 overs.
Suburbs Newland 116 for 8, 2 overs to be bowled. Paddy Cairns coming in to Dane Watson, about to start his fourth and final over. And a good tight ball there. Dot ball, no run. Races back to his mark to get through these overs quickly for Ho-Packaranga. 116 for 8 in the 17th. Ken's in again and bowls. It's in the air, hit over the top of cover. Tim Tomlinson sliding round, a little bit of a misfield, but regathers it quickly, and they pick up 2 runs. 2 to Watson, and the score moves through to 118 for 8. Watson moving through to 3. Ken's in again in bowls. It's head up in the air, down towards mid-on. Tane Jolly coming round and takes the catch. And that is the 9th Suburbs Newland wicket, falling for 118. In the 17th over, we've had 16.3 balls. Patrick Ken's second wicket for 20 runs of 3.2 overs.
And the batsmen have crossed over that one. So Sunif will be on strike as Sam Hartley has come to the crease for Suburbs Newland at number 11. Howick Pakuranga will be now be looking to try and reduce this score to under 125. Patrick Cairns, another good ball, 1 to extra cover. Howick will take the single. Well bowled here by Patrick. Patrick Cairns into Sam. Middle stump, well bowled, angling across the left-hander. Patrick Cairns looking to finish off a good spell here. 2 for 21 off his 3.5. And a single to finish the over. So that brings up a great spell by Paddy Cairns there. 2 for 22. Welcome back to the second innings of the T20 final between Howick Pakuranga and Suburbs Newland. At the moment, 18 overs will be bowled, and the total that Howick will need to chase is 135. To kick things off for Suburbs Newland, Dane Watson bringing spin on early by the looks of things. Bill Walsh will be on strike with Daniel Young at the other end. As the umpires check with the scorers that things are good to go. Suburbs will start with a 5-4 field, square leg on the boundary, along with Cal Corner. Dane to Walshy, short and wide, punched to the cover region for single. The field to Daniel Young, a 4-5 field, a 5 favouring the the leg side, with long on and deep at good square. Dane continues right arm round the wicket. Just a single punch along the ground to long on. Dane into Bill. Full, wide, punch to deep extra cover, and it'll just be a single. Well kept down for the boundary fielder. Due to the weather conditions, we'll have to be keeping you updated with the Duckworth Lewis pass scores, and at the moment it's 2. Daniel Young punches along the ground. 4 singles of the first 4 balls. Good start here by Howick Pakuranga. Good ball there. Bill Walsh unable to put it away. Struck the pad, dot ball. To finish the start of a good over. It's down leg. Hits the pad, says the umpire. Not out. 4 off the first.
And that is cut away to the boundary by Daniel Young. Beautiful shot, and 4 runs to Ho-Packaranga's total. And the score now 8 for no wickets into the start of the second over here. Josh Presland coming to bowl his second ball here. Daniel Young on strike. He bowls and that's hit away again, but this time to the fielder, no run. Bill Walsh taking off at the non-strikers end, but quickly sent back and no run taken. President again, and that's hooked away, and there'll just be a single. 1 run taken there by Daniel Young, and score moves along to 8, no wickets down. President again running into Bill Walsh and hit away to cover, no run taken. And we're getting sunlight again over the ground, so sunlight just come out again, so hopefully this game will go the distance. It's turned away, beautiful shot there by Bill Walsh, and he's coming back for, will just be 2, and the score moves to 11 in the second over, about 2 balls away from 2 overs up. Oh, it's a beautiful shot, Bill Walsh, straight over the top, and that has gone for half a dozen, and 2 overs up. Ho-Packaranga 17 for no wicket.
Oh, they're going to scrape one after struggle to get the ball under control there. Swept to short square leg. Well fielded. Keeps it to a dot. Another good start to Dane Watson and to Daniel Young. Short, tucked away, pushing for two here, and he'll get there. Well run by Daniel Young. Mid wicket on the boundary, unable to keep that to just a single. Well ran by Daniel Young. And to finish the over, big LBW shout, turned down by the umpire. Just pitching outside leg, possibly a bit of height as well. But it finishes another good over for Dane Watson. Finishes his second over, 8 runs from it. 8 runs from Dane Watson's 2 overs so far.
Howick Pakuranga 21 without loss after 3 overs. Preslin about to come on and start his second over here, none for 12. Bill Walsh on strike. Oh, they nip for a quick single throw at the stumps and misses. 1 run taken, 22 for none. Josh Preslin coming in again to bowl to Daniel Young. And that's driven through cover, straight to cover, no run taken. Beautiful drive, but can't find the gap. Solid shot, but straight to cover. Duckworth Lewis currently is at 16. Currently, Daniel Young on strike. It's driven through mid-wicket, and that is going to be 2 runs. Thinking about 3, and yes, coming back for the third. Beautiful shot by Daniel Young through mid-wicket. 3 runs taken. Howick Pakuranga 25 for none in the 4th over. Oh, that's wide down the leg side. Another run to the score. Wayward delivery down leg sides. Oh, and that's doesn't matter how you get them in the book. That's flown down to third man for 4 off the edge, and Ho-Packaranga now move through to 30 for none in over 3.5 overs bowled. Walsh on strike. He's bowled him, and that is out. And Bill Walsh on his way back for 16, and Pakuranga 30 for 1 after 4. A great ball, top of middle stump, an absolute ripper, and Bill Walsh departs. The new batsman is Liam Wynn. Sammy Borland coming to the crease for Ho-Packaranga. New batsman Sammy Borland, Josh President about to bowl his final ball of his second over. Currently figures of 1 for 21. Preston comes into bowl to Borland, and that's in the air and gone. First ball straight to cover. And Sammy Borland on his way, and Ho-Packaranga after 4 overs are 30 for 2. And the incoming batsman for Ho-Packaranga is Liam Wynn.
Dane Watson to continue from the pavilion end. Ooh. Swept down to fine leg for 2. Bit of a bottom edge there. So after this over, 5 overs would have been bowled, and that will constitute a game. At the moment, Duckworth Lewis is 28. So Howick Pakuranga well on their way to winning this. Dane Watson into bowl to Daniel Young. Comes down the wicket. Turn and bounce there for Dane. Unable to turn it away there, Daniel. Big shout for LB as it hits him. Going down leg, says the umpire. Dane was really sure about that one, but the umpire says no. Dane and Tiangi. Flick to mid-wicket for a single. Well run. Just a reminder to viewers that you are able to go back time and replay some balls. So if you would like to have a look at that LB shout, you can go back and replay the ball and check its line. Dane Watson into Liam to finish the end of the fifth over. Flicked down to square leg. He'll take a single. One ball to come. Dane Watson started off very well here. Suburbs Newland will be very pleased with his performance with the ball so far. Dane Watson to Daniel Young. Turn spin, swept. And that will race away for 4. Great placement from Daniel Young there. Finishes the end of a great Dane Watson. There's been a mix-up here. Apparently hasn't raced away for 4. The umpire has called over. The two batsmen in the middle of the pitch chatting. Huge call here for the umpires to make.
He signaled 4. I've got it on here. He signaled 4.
Ooh, umpires have cancelled that and it's not 4. But it is going to be 1 run and it will not be given out. So a huge mix up there. Umpire had caught signal 4, so batsman rightfully was standing in the middle of the pitch having a chat about the next over.
Duckworth Lewis, pass score is 32 at the moment. Currently 35 for 2. Daniel Young taking strike. Oh, it's a the new bowler for is Michael Barry, and currently 35 for 2 currently. Howick Pakuranga. Oh, bottom edge there. Oh, nearly takes out Daniel Young there. Falls on his back. But dot ball there.
Few dramas for the Aces getting to New Plymouth.
Oh, it's down to mid-off from Daniel Young. Single taken and 30... Pakuranga 36 for 2 in the 6th over. Turned away on the onside there by Liam Wynn and a single taken. 37 for 2. Clipped away on the leg side. Single taken to Daniel Young. Daniel Young there. Oh, he's hit on the pad and he's been given LBW. Liam Wynn on his way. LBW for... LBW for 1. And Ho-Packaranga, and you lose their third wicket. 38 runs on the board. And the new batsman for Ho-Packaranga is Andrew Morrison. And that's been hooked away, and that is down to the boundary. Fine leg boundary, square leg boundary for 4. Daniel Young. Beautiful shot there. He moves through to 22 off 21 balls, and Ho-Packaranga move through to 42 for 3, Ho-Packaranga. Lovely shot there, Daniel Young. Bowler is Sam Hart, about to bowl his second delivery. That's cut away from Daniel Young. That's a beautiful shot. Cut away for 4. And a wonderful shot there, Daniel Young. He moves through to 26 and 46 for 3, Ho-Packaranga. Beautiful shot there. Let's push through cover and a quick single taken. $47 for 3. Andrew Morrison about to face his first ball. And that's hit straight to cover, no run, beautifully driven, but no run there, couldn't find the gap. Score remains 47 for 3. Currently have 75 viewers watching on YouTube. It's a pretty good audience for a local club match. As he comes again, Andrew Morrison drives, no run, straight back to the bowler. $78. Can we crack the 100 of viewers? It's tucked away on the leg side through mid-wicket. Single to Andrew Morrison. And that ends the over. 48 for 3 after 7 overs.
Michael Berry to continue from the Howick Pakuranga highway end. Cut square of third man. Does well, keeps it to 2. Well run by Andrew Morrison there. Duckworth Lewis saying 48 currently, with the score at 50. So this game definitely even Stevens if the weather becomes involved. On the pads and flicked, backward square, mid-wicket has a lot of work to do. Does well, slides round, keeps it to another 2. Well placed by Andrew Morrison. Michael Berry to Andrew Morrison. Short, wide, placed again. Oh, misfield at third man. And punished. Well run by Andrew Morrison again. 3 twos in a row. Well bowled between the gate there. Between bat and pad. Andrew Morrison trying to drive that down the ground. Misses out. After 5 overs being bowled, 5 fielders allowed out. Suburbs Newland currently using 4 out of those 5 on the boundary. Barry into Morrison. Blocks it to cover for another single. Well batted. Well bowled. Michael Berry coming in to bowl the last ball of his over. Tucked to mid-wicket, and it's another single. Well run again by Howick Pakuranga. Daniel Young moves to 28, and Morrison 8. Howick Pakuranga currently 56 for 3 after 8. Sunoff into the attack from the Ho-Packaranga pavilion end. Daniel Young pulling away from that first one. Sunoff to Young. Backs away, cuts it through cover, pushing for 2, and they'll only get the single. Well fielded at cover. Sunoff has a 4-5 field, favouring the leg side again. 5 men back. Andrew Morrison drives, straight back to the bowler, dot ball. His current field with a cover sweeper, long off, long on, cow corner, and deep square leg. Reverse sweeps. Doesn't beat the man at short fine, so just keeps it to a single. Apologise, short third man. Misfield by cover. Ooh, just a single. A bit of sloppy fielding by Suburbs Newland there. Grafton, yep. Big shout for LBW as Andrew Morrison sweeps. Bowler again convinced. Umpire says no, stand strong. And over to the plate final. Takapuna have got 133 for 9 from their 20 overs. And Grafton are currently 106 for 7 or 15.5. Full toss off that ball, finds the edge. Down to third man, Andrew Morrison gets 3. Finishes a good over for Howick Pakuranga, that one. .62 for 3 off 9. Herschel Gibbs comes into the attack from the Pakuranga Highway end. Again, another 5-4 field for the right arm round the wicket off spinner. Just pushed down the ground for a single. Similar field to the last over. Cover sweeper, long off, long on, cow corner, and deep square leg. Herschel to Daniel Young. Full. Played wider, backward point, pushing for 2. Well fielded, keeps it down to 1. Herschel to Andrew Morrison. Tucked away from leg stump. Pushing for 2. Well fielded by short mid wicket. Keeps it to a single again. Daniel Young going along nicely here. 31 off 28 balls. On strike. Punches it through the covers. They'll get 2 as long off comes round. Prevents the boundary. Daniel Young really starting to hit the groove now. Punch straight at the bowler hard. Bowler does well. Dot ball. Daniel Young goes back, punches it to cover. Dot ball. Finishes the 10th over. 67 for 3.
Sanif coming on to bowl now to Andrew Morrison. Off spin. Oh, it's driven through cover. They're looking for 2. Oh, it could go all the way. No. Good piece of fielding on the boundary. 2 runs taken. And the score moves along to 69 for 3. One run there, just run down a third man by Andrew Morrison, and 70 for 3. The score ticking along nicely here for Ho-Packaranga. Currently 91 viewers watching this live stream. And again, Daniel Young backs away to hit it through cover, but straight to the man. Dot ball there. 96 now viewing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, beautifully bowled there. Driven into the ground, but well fielded by the bowler. And that's well played. Single to cover. Daniel Young looking very good here today. He moves on to 34 from 32. Ho-Packaranga. 70 for 3. It's well run. Misfield by the bowler. Single taken. Andrew Morrison picks up a single, and that ends over number 72 for 3 after 11 overs.
Oh, they've lost another wicket.
Over at the plate final, Grafton have lost another wicket, 8 down, 117 after 17. They need 17 to win off 3 overs. As Daniel Young cuts that one to backward point, does well, keeps it to a single. Swept to mid wicket, single taken, good throw. Herschel to Young, backs away, loses his bat, and it just misses the top of middle stump. Have a look at this on the replay. You can backtrack in time. Have a look yourself. Slipped out of his hand there as he went to cut it away through covers. Herschel to Young. Comes down the track and punches it down the ground. Great fielding on the boundary. Keeps it to the single. Great fielding down there. Herschel to Morrison, punches it down the ground again. More work for the long off fielder to do. Daniel Young comes back for 2. Run very well, gets there. Great running from Daniel Young there. Herschel to Morrison. Comes down the track, sweeps. Straight to mid wicket. Who has injured himself after the ball has bounced on the wicket. In some pain here. James Parslow, the one fielding that. Shaking it off as he walks past the pitch. Howick Pakuranga, 77 for 3 after 12. 6 overs left. Require another 60 or 58 runs off the remaining 6 overs. Well bowled by Saneeth. Just outside off stump, turns into middle. Andrew Morrison unable to turn it away through mid wicket for a single. Hits it straight back to the bowler, who takes a great catch. And Howick Pakuranga lose their 4th wicket. Andrew Morrison departs for 19. As Tim Tomlinson makes his way to the crease. Saneef to Tim Tomlinson. Down leg. Starts with a wide. This you would feel would be Howick Pakaranga's crucial partnership to chasing down these runs. Full toss to mid wicket. Gets a single. Close call. Bigger field, but not out. Well run by Daniel Young. Daniel Young comes down, yorks himself, dot ball, straight back to the bowler. Comes down the crease, hits it down the ground, and it's going to race away for 4. Beats long on, beats long off. That's a great shot by Daniel Young, who is now looking in spectacular form. Stays in his crease this time, works away to mid wicket, pushing hard for 2. Not going to get there. To finish the 13th, Howick Pakuranga 83 for 4, Daniel Young 39, Tim Tomlinson 1. Sorry, apologise. Daniel Young 40, Tim Tomlinson 1. Over to Glenn.
Oh, it's an appeal for a run out. A drop catch by the keeper. Almost a run out. Single to Daniel Young, who moves through to 41. Pakuranga now move through to 85 for 4. Barry running in again to bowl Tim Tomlinson on strike, and he blocks it. Oh, Daniel Young wanted a run, but sent back. Probably would have been a suicidal run out had he gone through, but 85 for 4, the score remains. And we have just broken 100 viewers on our YouTube streaming video. 100 viewers. Yes. Barry coming into bowl to Tim Tomlinson. And he tries to cut it. Bottom edge to the keeper. Throw at the stumps, but it's wide. And a single taken. 86 for 4. Daniel Young back onto strike. Approaching 50. 41 off 40. Been a very good innings so far. Needs to bring it home for Howick Pakuranga. Barry again to bowl to Daniel Young, who drives to mid-off. Single taken, 87 for 4, coming towards the end of the 14th over. Barry again to Tomlinson. Tries again to drive, but straight to cover. Shy at the stumps. Dive from Daniel Young, but he's safely in his ground. And 87 for 4. Barry again to bowl Tomlinson. He pulls it and they take a single to mid-wicket. 88 for 4 after 14 overs. And for viewers that are tuning into this broadcast, if it appears that you may be seeing it's quite light, but actually where we are right now, it is actually has gotten very dark. So the visibility has dropped quite a lot, but we hope that no bad light will pull off this, what should be a good win for Ho-Packaranga. And we're about to start over number 15 about to start. 88 for 4 Ho-Packaranga. Dane Watson back into the attack. Tim Tomlinson on strike. He bowls and cut away straight to short cover, no run. Score remains 88 for 4. It's a beautiful shot. Tim Tomlinson pulled away through mid-wicket for 4. A fantastic shot. Lovely timing there. 92 for 4. Tomlinson moves through to 7. 92 for 4, Ho-Packaranga. Big swing there, and they get a run in the end, and it is a bye. 93 for 4. Daniel Young back on strike. 42 from 41. Has looked solid from the moment he started his innings here this evening. Young comes down the track, gets an outside edge past the keeper, and they're coming back for 2. And thinking about the third, yes, they're coming back for 3, and 3 runs taken. Brilliant running there by the 2 batsmen. And Daniel Young moves through to 45 from 42 balls. And the score now 96 for 4, Ho-Packaranga. Watson coming in again to bowl to Tomlinson, and he goes shapes to hit big again, but this time they'll only get 1. Throw comes in, good piece of fielding there, 1 run taken, and 97 for 4. Daniel Young back on strike, 5 runs away from his half century, has batted very well today. Some lovely cricketing shots played, 4 cracking boundaries. And on strike now as he comes down the track again. This time just drives it to mid-off where they pick up a single. 46 from 43 and 98 for 4 after 15 overs. So 3 overs remaining and a further 34 runs required for Howick Pakuranga.
Just a quick reminder to viewers that the match has been reduced down to 18 overs, and at the moment Duckworth Lewis is currently working out after 20 overs, so your Duckworth Lewis shown on screen is wrong at the moment. Sorry, on Crick HQ it's showing the wrong Duckworth Lewis pass score. Daniel Young goes over long on. Great piece of fielding there. It's not able to be taken, but a diving effort over the boundary keeps it to 2. And that brings up the 100 for Ho-Packaranga. Daniel Young moves through to 48. Ooh. Tim Tomlinson backing up, appealing for a run out at the bowler's end. Darted in, past leg stump, dot ball. Herschel into Young. Sweeps behind square and picks out the man at short fine leg. And Daniel Young's innings comes to an end. 48 of 46. Brings the end to an excellent innings by Daniel Young. Unable to bring Ho-Packaranga home. Dunaroo Ferns making his way to the crease. The informed man after a 72 not out knock against North Shore on Monday in a one-day quarter-final. Herschel to Dunaroo Ferns. Full. Goes over. Picks out long off first ball. Ferns is removed for a duck. And that brings to the crease Tane Jolly. 2 left-handers at the crease now for Howick as Herschel picks up his second wicket. Good spell from him here. 2 for 12 of 2.5 so far. So he'll be looking to wrap up the end of his third over with a dot as he bowls to Tim Tomlinson after the batsman crossed. Herschel into Tomlinson. Full, wide, drove to cover sweeper. They'll take a single, and Tim will keep the strike for the next over. 101 for 6. after 16. 2 overs remaining. 30 required. Over to the plate final, and Grafton have fallen for 124. So Takapuna have won by 9 runs in their final. So Takapuna will be granted champions of the plate final.
It's gone in the air over the top of fine leg and racing away. And it has gone for 4. Lovely shot, Tim Tomlinson. And the score progresses through to 105 for 6. And Tomlinson moves through to 12 off 10 balls. Tim Tomlinson, lovely shot there. Goes for it again. This time a wide ball there. Extra run onto the score. Preslin coming into bowl to Tomlinson. Right arm round the wicket. And he goes again. Tries to drive him again. This time no wide signalled. Dot ball. Score remains 106 for 6. Preslin in again to Tomlinson. Right arm round the wicket. Tomlinson goes for the drive, goes through mid-wicket, and they come back for 2. That's very good running. Very good running there from Tane Jolly to get back for the second run, and 108 for 6. Preslin currently 2 wickets for 28 off into his third over. Goes again, swing and a miss. Top ball. Very well bowled there by Preslin. Very good delivery. Preslin in again to Tomlinson. He goes for it over the top. And they'll coming back for 2. Very good running there. 2 runs taken. Coming back for a third. This is brilliant running from the Ho-Packaranga team. 3 runs on the overthrow. 111 for 6. 16.5 overs. Very good running there from Ho-Packaranga to pick up the extra run. Preslin again. Tomlinson on strike. Jolly on strike. Beautifully cut away. Tane Jolly thinking of 2. Coming back, and he is out. Run out. Tane Jolly coming back for 2, and he has been dismissed for 1 run. 112 for 7 now. Ho-Packaranga. And the incoming batsman is Patrick Cairns for Howick Pakuranga. 111 for 6. after 112 for 6, 17 overs, final over about to begin.
Shout out to Blake Selwood and Ravesh Pariha. So 18 for a tie and 19 required for the win here for Howick Pakuranga. 112 for 7 heading into the last. They've got their man on strike. Hopefully Tim Tomlinson can hit a couple of homers and make this interesting. Oh, snicked down to third man. And they're just going to get one, so well fielded by a third man. Brings Patrick Cairns on strike. Barry into Cairns, big swing. And a miss. As Suburbs begin to scent victory. Barry into Paddy Cairns. And they're going to run it by. Tim Tomlinson back on strike. Well run. 3 balls left, 17 required. Three maximum required here for Tim Tomlinson to bring his Howick Pakuranga side home. As it's driven down to long off. And it's gone for 4. A misfield down at the long off boundary gives Tim Tomlinson his 3rd boundary of the night. With 2 balls left, 11 for a tie, 12 for the win, so 2 maximum required. Swung away. Down to mid-on. Brings Patrick Cairns on strike for the last ball of the day. 120 for 7 with 1 ball remaining in the 18. Hit on the pad. Goes down to fine leg. 1 leg by and Suburbs claim victory. And the T20 Premier Final. Suburbs Newland 130 for 9. Takes out Ho-Packaranga 121 for 7 at the end of play.
And just thank you to all our viewers for watching. Very good effort from the Ho-Packaranga, just falling shy by 9 runs. And so Suburbs Newland take the win. And our next time we meet will be at the Jeff Crow Cup semi-final. Hope you have enjoyed the coverage from today's game. Thank you for watching and good evening.